Grace, tell me what happens when this all falls apart.
Nothing happens. There's no warning. Day one, everything just stops. No phones, no power, cities go dark.
Grace, stay there.
They told us we had to leave. Just until things got back to normal. But normal was never coming back. Day two, they launched nukes. They thought they could contain Legion with tactical EMP strikes. And by day three, the whole world was at war. Millions died. And then, when the food ran out, billions. Some men killed my dad over a can of peaches.
I'm sorry.
When we thought the worst was over, then Legion started to hunt survivors.
Millions of Americans are without power.
The sun's going down. It's gonna get really dark and we're gonna have to light some candles.
Are you doing nothing too? Nobody's doing anything today because there's no power right now. No power. Nothing in here works. There's no AC. Toilet doesn't work.
What are we supposed to do?
Where's everybody? We're stuck.
We gotta get some water.
Wait, turn!
Daddy, when are you coming to pick us up?
BlackOut is the result of a cyber attack.
Why is nobody helping us?
American Blackout, a premiere movie event. Sunday, October 27th at 9.
It'll probably start on a Friday. The banks will announce a security action necessitating their computers to go offline all weekend.
Digital money will disappear,
They can just steal your money?
followed by the detonation of strategic electromagnetic pulse bombs to knock out major grids.
What will seem like an attack on America by terrorists or Russia.
Or a simulated alien invasion using alien replica vehicles that exist and are already in use.
An alien invasion of the U.S.
The Russians tried it in '47.
An EMP? You know what that means? Hand scissors. Ow.
Day 37 under the dome. We are facing intermittent power failures, which...
Yeah, okay. Okay. Score. I don't even remember who's playing.
Michael and Lucifer, when they started their war, first day a giant EMP or something like it went off over North America. Heard every bit of technology, cell phones, power plants. For the first few days, we banded together, saw will save us. No one ever did. When the food ran out, people got mean. Mobs started forming, stealing whatever they could get their hands on. A lot of people died. Kara died. People are always the same when things go wrong. They lose it. One day the water gets shut off. The next day, people are on fire. It's a fact about society. It all falls apart.
It was a nuclear war. 2 years from now, all this whole place, everything, it's gone. Just gone. The survivors. Here. There. Nobody even really started. It was the machines there.
I don't understand.
Defense network computers. New. Powerful. Hooked into everything. Trusted to run it all. They say it that smart. A new order of intelligence. Then it saw all people as a threat, not just the ones on the other side. Decided our fate in a microsecond. Extermination.
Did you see this one?
I grew up after, in the rooms, starving, hiding from HKs.
HKs?
Hunter killers. Control machines built in automated factories. Most of us were rounded up, put in camps for orderly disposal. My laser scanner. To work. Loading bodies. The disposal units ran night and day. We were that close to going out forever. But there was one man who taught us to fight, to storm the wire of the camps, to smash those metal net junk.
The incident.
Wait, that was you guys.
I don't know, was it?
Powering down. Powering up. Powering down.
She says she's doing it, but I don't see anything. Do you? Holy.
My brother. Benjamin, what's up?
Where have you been?
What's going on? What's the matter?
I've been calling. Where are you?
She's sending photos.
We went out, had a few, we're on our way back to base. What's going on? What's wrong?
Listen to me very, very carefully.
Look at that.
It's all gonna turn off.
What?
It's gonna turn off and it will never, ever turn back on.
What's gonna turn off? What are you talking about?
Everything. Everything is gonna turn off.
Ben, did I lose you?
Oh, no.
Miles.
What the hell is going on?
After a night of rioting and violence, President Obama is calling for rationing and fair allocation of resources across the country. The federal government is now overseeing the nation's food, gas, and water supplies, with priority given to the emergency services and armed forces. As angry scenes continue this morning, FEMA has assured the public that food and water is being distributed to the general population as quickly as possible. Police chiefs have appealed to the public to remain calm, expressing concerns over the alleged number of civilians who are now armed. Differences have continued this afternoon. Riot police are now at a number of city center locations to contain and control this volatile situation.
We're just in the park, trying to get some water. There are people waiting out there for hours, probably all night. All hell broke loose. People started pushing, and the cops came, and they were herding us like cattle.
Having problems with the water supply in your area, please avoid drinking from unfamiliar sources as there is a risk of contamination. Report to your nearest Red Cross Center, where safe supplies will be provided as soon as possible. Hospitals continue to provide emergency services only due to the limited gas available for backup generators, so please do not seek medical assistance unless your condition is life-threatening.
Just got back.
FEMA is working in partnership with law enforcement agencies to ensure that aid is distributed fairly to all citizens. If there are delays to supplies in your area, we ask that you remain patient and respect the police as they try to do their job.
You must leave. If you do not disperse, you may be arrested and or subject to other
Police chiefs and the National Guard have again called on the public to respect the curfew and obey the law. There will be zero tolerance for both criminal and vigilante gangs who seem intent on breaking the curfew.
People are seriously acting like animals now. This cop came up to me, tried to take my camera off. He was some kind of criminal or something. I mean, what is this world coming to? When you think of God, you think that they're trying to help you, they're trying to be civil. Nothing's safe anymore. I don't even know. Nothing's safe.
Now entering its 10th day. The US government says engineers are close to isolating the malicious code that took down the grid. And a system-wide reboot could see power restored to some areas today. But who is responsible for this catastrophic cyber attack is still not known. And repairing all the physical damage to the grid could take months or even years. For the millions of people whose lives have been devastated by the blackout, the homeless, the sick, the missing and relatives of the dead, all are now wondering how they will put their shattered lives and separated families back together again.
We've been at the Red Cross campsite for a whole night. It's different and scary.
whole city. Yeah, I know, we heard. What the hell 5 off rushing up to? I don't know, but this shit right here is crazy. This shit ain't right, son. It's not right. No, shit, what you doing, son? What the fuck is this? Put your hands on me.
Just open the front gate halfway. We'll sell through the opening. Ain't no telling how long this is gonna last.
Our city's sucking down the juice like my wife at an open bar. Mr. Burns, can your plant handle it?
No problem. We've siphoned off extra power from the orphanage. Who are they going to complain to? Their parents?
But, sir, we're at full capacity. One more appliance could overload the system.
Fear not. Our town has dodged disaster, and I have come out smelling like guest room soap. You know what will cool this place down? A little touch of winter.
Dad, no, we're trying to conserve energy.
Lisa, if we start conserving, the environmentalists win. Jingle bell what?
Dad, it's a blackout.
A blackout? Oh, every time Santa and I get together, it's a disaster.
Oh, no, the power's out? We'll miss Fox Celebrity Boxing.
I heard tonight they have Ed Bradley versus Mr. Ed.
It's terrible. All the traffic lights are out. Driving sure is dangerous.
Yeah, tell me about it. I got some yuppie jerk-off headed right for me, yakking away on his cell phone.
Huh, I hear that. I got some big shot barreling down on me. Hey, who you talking to, your boyfriend?
Hey, jackass, your voice sounds familiar.
I don't hear an alarm.
Good evening. I'm speaking to you from GCHQ, the government's communications headquarters. This is because what I have to tell you is of extreme importance. Our nation is under threat of imminent cyber attack. We have reason to believe this attack by an as yet unidentified foreign power will be far more damaging and wide-ranging than anything we have seen before. We must all immediately prepare ourselves for the impact of this invisible strike. I'll hand over now to Daniel Patrick from the Cyber Defense Team here at GCHQ.
Thank you, Prime Minister. In a cyber attack, everything connected to the internet can be turned against us. So whilst this attack will not immediately harm us physically, it could dismantle our very way of life. Our critical infrastructure is vulnerable. Basic energy supplies, water reserves, transport systems, and in particular our communications, the internet, mobile phone networks, and TV broadcasts may be targeted. Our defenses are strong, but we must expect a significant impact on how we live, imminently.
Your safety is this government's absolute priority. Our cyber task force is on standby and ready to counter this attack, but there is no doubt that the hours, days, and weeks ahead will be challenging. Please do not panic buy food. Rations will be allocated if necessary. Above all, remain calm.
Hey, Wade.
Hi, Tom. Wade here. What is going on?
Oh, gosh, I think the power's out.
You know, the lights are out. The whole town is freaking out. What should I do?
Okay, relax. Take a deep breath. Call Gil, see if they can locate the down line. Then call Zim and see if he can get his generator over to the Super Q so the food stays fresh.
Call Zim before Gil? Call Gil. Hello?
I'll call you back.
Wait, hello? Was that the end of the instructions? Ow. Okay, all right. You can do this. What was the first thing he said to do? Right. Relax.
20 minutes ago, an energy surge knocked out power across the entire Pacific Northwest. What do we know?
Well, our first instinct was it was an EMP. But electromagnetic pulses don't have that kind of power.
NASA has ruled out meteor strikes or solar flares.
The Department of Energy says it's not a power plant malfunction.
Well, sounds like we're really good at figuring out what it wasn't.
This could be a prelude to a larger attack. I'm suggesting we scramble the 5th and 6th Regiment.
No. This needs a much more sophisticated mind. Someone who understands technology.
You want to send in a lab rat?
Not just any lab rat. A lab rat with teeth.
You're not suggesting who I think you're suggesting.
I know, he's a little weird.
Weird?
No
He's
way.
a psychological tire fire.
But he's also brilliant. 5 PhDs, IQ off the charts, and his drone tech is revolutionary.
You're sure he can handle this?
He has a perfect operations record. Remember the coup in Pakistan?
No.
Or the uprising in Azerbaijanistan?
It's not even a country.
Exactly. And you can thank Robotnik for that.
I can't believe you're bringing that freak into this.
Neither can I. But we have no choice.
New York City, in the year 2022. Nothing runs anymore. Nothing works. But the people are the same. And the people will do anything to get what they need.
This is the police.
What they need most is Soylent Green.
The supply of Soylent Green has been exhausted. Return to your home.
This is Earth in our 21st century.
Before everything went wrong. It's a lot like your world today.
Recently, I was treated to a glimpse of my future. It was not all I'd hoped. After all, what good is there in knowing your future? A friend of mine asked me that recently and didn't understand what he meant. Until now. I've seen my future. Let me show you yours.
Our conflict also started with a fight for freedoms. We called it the Second Civil War, then the Eugenics War, and finally, just World War III.
This was our last day. The day the Earth we knew ceased to exist. What began as an eruption in one nation ended in the eradication of 600,000 species of animals and plants and 30% of Earth's population. Global suicide. What we gave you is the means to exterminate yourselves. And from the looks of you, you're gonna do it. You'll use competing ideas of liberty to bomb each other to rubble just like we did, and then your last day will look just like this. Perhaps somewhere all your ends are written as indelibly as mine. But I choose to believe that your destinies are still your own. Maybe that's why I'm here, to remind you of the power of possibility. Maybe that's the good in seeing my future, that I might remind you that right up until the very end, life is to be worn gloriously. Because until our last moment, the future is what we make it.
We all know, but still pay insufficient attention to the frightening scenario of a comprehensive cyber attack, which would bring to a complete halt to the power supply, transportation, hospital services, our society as a whole. The COVID-19 crisis would be seen in this respect as a small disturbance in comparison to a major cyber attack. To use the COVID-19 crisis as a timely opportunity to reflect on the lessons the cybersecurity community can draw and improve our preparedness for a potential cyber pandemic.
My meeting with President Putin was really interesting in so many different ways because we haven't had relationships with Russia for a long time, and we started. Let me begin by saying that once again, the full faith and support for America's intelligence agencies. I have a full faith in our intelligence agencies. Whoops, they just turned off the light. That must be the intelligence agencies. There it goes. Okay. You guys okay? Good. That was strange, but that's okay.